Thank you for visiting the Coin Series channel again. Who are you with? Your vote enter in the option community. Option A XRP. Option B REPL. Option C SEC. There was a purpose to my arrival at this screen. Staring at it has been an intriguing experience. It is fascinating to see XRP's price plummet. At first look, it seems like a long way. After all, it fell to 55 cents before spiking back up. What makes Bitcoin more interesting is the fact that its value has fallen and is continuing to fall. Betting on XRP's continued rise is like riding a never-ending wave. I intend to spend the rest of the evening observing it out of sheer curiosity, since it is not something you see very frequently. So we'll find out if it has any real significance. Alright everyone, brace yourselves for a little turbulence. I will explain. The spot Bitcoin ETF is brewing up some exciting news this week, so stay tuned for more wild rides. Insiders are saying it's a done deal, but the SEC hasn't formally certified it. Regardless, this thing will get approved. While some have speculated that the announcement might come as early as tomorrow, Monday the 8th, others think it's more likely to be Wednesday, the 10th, with witness next. So, how exactly will that materialize? In this video, I plan to discuss the subject. Nevertheless, I have expressed my thoughts on the matter, and we will all find out the result together. Nonetheless, it will be absolutely ridiculous. My expectation is that Bitcoin prices will rise in response to this news, but I also think the market will swiftly correct itself once the first shock has worn off. I would still love to be wrong. However, I am relieved to be incorrect. I want to be quite clear, I am not a financial advisor and have absolutely no background in the industry. Definitely, positively, do not allow anything I say to sway your decision to buy or sell. To pass the time, I'm just a casual YouTuber that, on occasion, discusses different facets of the Bitcoin industry in my videos. On top of that, just for fun. A Palmer Luckey, incidentally, was the discoverer of this post. This screenshot was captured from a post that was made on April 8, 2013. This one is also novel to me. More than a decade ago, I stumbled upon a few little posts where people were talking about where they were buying and trading Bitcoin. Plus, they are a constant source of fascination since they allow us to see into times long past. You just desire to know the exact date when something occurs, damn it. For the simple reason that very few of us were involved in the cryptocurrency industry 10 years ago. The post's text, in any case, is as follows. Bitcoin cost me $2.54. Their $8 was still there following the crash. Also, they giggled again. One Bitcoin is worth $191 right now I can laugh out loud. And guess what? Still laughing, he said when he reposted it. The fact that you know who this individual is impresses me. Having a large fan base is actually quite beneficial for him. Reason being, he was emotionally strong enough to stick to his convictions and see them through. An incredibly volatile price change. While the inevitable depreciation of Bitcoin's value has reduced the currency's volatility over time, it is still among the world's most unstable asset classes. I feel obligated to mention this since, in essence, it is the key to success in the cryptocurrency market. He estimated the price of BOTA at $2.54 and saw it rise to $70,000, which was around the previous record high a few years ago. This is outrageous, and I shouldn't be the only one worried. There are a few people in the XRP community that are currently causing quite a stir by complaining about how much XRP is costing. Seeing that right before takeoff is probably what you're hoping for. If you take enough damage, it can show where you're at. But my point is that this may be a scene in the XRP community 10 years from now, when we're talking about the possibility of purchasing XRP at the exact second that this 58 cents is recorded. From what I can tell, everything will stay the same. The same is true for XRP investors from a decade ago. The price goes up from 50 cents to almost $4, and the rewards are life-changing even at that low a price. Do you think you can stay the course? I don't know any other questions. Of course, it is precisely my plan. Sharing about my channel is something I really appreciate, so seeing those is always a delight. However, this USD chart is really impressive. If the chart were to rise to a reasonable level, what would be your course of action? Crypto intended to make a bold statement here. It is not his post, despite his display on the chart. No, it's not the sole factor. Per his instructions, he wrote the following at 3:29 p.m. Central Time earlier today. The value of Bitcoin will be extremely volatile during ETF week, making altcoins susceptible to its every move. The local breakdown, ETH/B, and this, the most probable scenario, should occur simultaneously. Following the ETF approval, it would be wise for Bitcoin to rise above its local highs, with Etherlagok leading altcoins before they follow Bitcoin's lead. This is what I mentioned in my post below. Nothing out of the ordinary occurred over the weekend. Instead, the market simply moved sideways, as is typical. Crazy fireworks will be visible in 1, 2, or 3 days, and we can state that with near certainty. However, this is one of those few situations when this is actually true. At times, we fail to see that. Nevertheless, I believe this to be an example of such an object. Regardless, we are cognizant of the fact that updates regarding this specific situation are imminent. It is of the utmost importance. This has everyone's attention. As though we knew this. When anything makes it into the news, it usually doesn't mean much. It appears like more things happen in terms of pricing activity, because people are simply being silly with their wealth. Finally, there is, of course, the present moment. To be sure, that is the primary cause for the recent surge in media coverage of this. After that, I suppose that's it. Not to mention how infrequent it is. However, this is one of those rare exceptions where the reality is quite different. Meanwhile, I couldn't help but laugh at this. The market value of XRP skyrockets by $300 million, sending it soaring. My goodness, what an unexpected twist. On Sunday, the market capitalization of XRP, a popular cryptocurrency, surged by more than $300 million, a remarkable increase. The price of XRP also rose by 1%, according to CoinMarketCap, bringing it up to 57.3 cents per token and increasing the market capitalization of the tokens to over $31 billion. Regardless of the circumstances, the delight, this is the part one was going to say. This comment was the source of my laughter. Because the market went through what is commonly referred to as a round trip, the happiness was short-lived. No matter what happens, we should go out for something silly that will make me laugh. I figured sure. I find it fantastic that this lends credence to the idea that some XRP holders are profoundly disheartened by it. It just won't budge, my goodness. What will we do? Watch. You are aware that what happens here will be watched. Some of the most prominent online chart specialists have shared their thoughts on this matter. Here is a pricing chart of Bitcoin that he created. Cryptocurrency prices remained flat over the weekend as traders and investors awaited the news of the week. Paul made his comment at about 1:48 p.m. Central Time today. Following this, he elaborates on my Bitcoin bias, which is as follows: a surge will occur after ETF announcement news, followed by a deeper retreat that will sweep the range lows. For what it's worth, I am not and will not be a chart man since I am not interested in that sort of thing. Basically, that's the type of thing I'm talking about. I invite that person for fun. I am delighted to be proven wrong one more. The price of Bitcoin, though, seems to me to be about to explode. While a coordinated market reaction would be awesome, I'm betting that the release of this news will make today a Bitcoin day. Sure, I understand. Nonetheless, it would surprise me if this didn't cause a withdrawal. It appeared as though he also believed it to be true. The matter is handled by his attorney. I certainly am not attempting to portray myself as one. I have strong opinions on this subject because I don't see why this time is any different from the past. Stories like these have consistently succeeded in selling news events. Nobody can blame you for feeling that way, not even the people who dispute the expected amount of deals once information is available to the public. Agreed wholeheartedly. Permit things to develop over a number of years. Nevertheless, not everything happens on the first, second, or third day. I just wanted to express that. He draws the conclusion that Bitcoin will reach new heights based on the weekend market behavior of altcoins, but that many of these altcoins will ultimately reach lower highs and fail to attract new attention. This is only conjecture on my part, but I hope everyone is careful this week. That makes sense, I have to admit. Speculation is our only option. We will watch the result here. Whatever the case may be, it's obvious that a higher price results from an influx of more capital. This is why, as I indicated previously, the time is market time rather than market time. Bitcoin is aiming to break through the crucial make it or break it line in this week's candle, according to chart MLC Guard Crypto, who released this Bitcoin price chart. It would be the first full-bodied effort at this level if it is successful. With more money pouring into alts as a result of a rising Bitcoin, the potential for huge returns is even higher. We are eagerly awaiting the candle form with 4 days to go. That was, therefore, on June 28th. Since he was anticipating $47,000, I thought it was crucial to bring that up. Going forward till 2023. Truly, that's not far off. We are debating an issue that is little off base. To test whether he's really a New Yorker, I thought I'd post the video I released yesterday one last time. Exactly what you said. There will be some pyrotechnics for XRP in the immediate to medium term, despite what the grumpy holders are saying online. I get it. Contrarily, I ought not to read this. Yesterday, we covered this. Nonetheless, I felt compelled to include it since it pertains directly to what I was describing. A 500% increase in XRP is Greg Crypto's recommended first step. Whether to invest $250 in a documentary sensor or $350 in something else along those lines is once again the question at hand. Maybe that's when the real partying starts. In complete candor, I was secretly hoping this would match his Bitcoin predictions in terms of accuracy. Once again, hedging your bets throughout the asset class over a long period of time produces favorable returns. It doesn't take a financial genius or chart guy to recognize that. Here is the process. There will be further expansion of the asset class. For more than a decade, XRP has been, in my view, a crucial part of this. However, it will continue to be crucial to the crypto asset class. Because XRP is such a significant part of my cryptocurrency portfolio, I can sit back and enjoy the ride. I am not irritated by people. I haven't been holding for the last 6 years. Under oath, I pledge. I am absolutely not impatient. It is so wonderful to be here with all of you. It's been an exciting journey. I could never have imagined the road to be so crazy and unpredictable. We are still here, despite the many SEC conjunctions and asset pricks, some of which have been beneficial and others of which have been less so. Without a doubt, Scott. I'm fine with it. This is not my area of expertise, financial advisors. You should listen to me and not treat yourself to anything, no matter how tempting it may be. I would be truly grateful if you could subscribe to my channel and give it a like. Catch you later, farewell.